For example, if a kid is a good football player, for example, a soccer player, they will want to do the physics of a particular form of kick, or how the ball spins to kick a goal, or the angle of deflection, or so forth. Whatsoever, we tell the kids to get excited about what you do and turn that into a hypothesis.
A project.
Yes.
Okay. Now, this is going to be generally held at the Prince George Community College, is that right?
Yes. Since I've been in the county, it's held at Prince George Community College, the Largo Student Center.
Right.
This year, it's the weekend of March 26th, which is this Friday, to Sunday, March 28th. Friday evening from 6 to 8, the students bring in their projects and register it. That entails that the project size and all the rules and regulations are followed. We have a safety committee going through that.
Right.
If they,
you got to be very careful with that.
Very good. For example, kids cannot bring in petri dishes with bacteria growing. There's no hazardous materials.
Right.
If a kid is burning a particular material, they're not supposed, they can demonstrate it without doing the actual activity, videotape it or some sort of multimedia.
Well, videotape is a great approach.
Right. Some of them bring their laptop and display it and school it.
The laptop and video, right?
Yes. So the Friday we do that. The Saturday is the judging. And I get to understand you're one of our chemistry judges.
Yes, right.
Welcome, and I do appreciate your efforts in promoting our science fair.
Thank you.
So we have our judging from 7 in the morning through about 12:30. And then there's another set of judging. The winners, the first place winners, have to come back around 1:30 to be judged for the grand award prize. There are 2 grand award prizes. One is the individual project, the best of the best first place, and one is for a team, the best of the best team. And those 2 projects are selected to go to the International Science Fair.
And when is that held?
Which is May the 8th through the 14th. It's the Sunday. They leave the Sunday of Mother's Day and spend the whole week. They're going to California, San Jose, California.
San Jose, California.
Yes.
That's where the winners will go.
They will be competing with 1,500 different countries.
1,500 different countries,
territories, and states. Kids from all over the world. I'm talking Australia. I'm talking
world competition.
Puerto Rico, the Caribbean. I'm talking United States, Germany, France. They come Hawaii. They come from all over the world for a week of celebration of science at its best for our youngsters.
And now, what, the university is going to be held there?
It's held generally at a convention center.
At the convention center, okay.
In San Jose, yeah.
Okay.
So we generally fly out our kids, their parents, and the chaperone goes with them. And that's exciting time.
That is exciting.
Last year was in Reno.
Reno, Nevada.
And we had 2 projects. They both brought back prizes. I was one of the chaperone there.
Is that right?
And
congratulations.
Kids, thank you.
And what prize was that?
They got a 3rd place in engineering.
Engineering.
And
great.
The other student got a mathematical prize, a software for his analysis, a special award prize. But it's exciting times. They get to meet several Nobel Prize winners.
No kidding.
For example, they have a forum where about 8 or 9 Nobel Prize winners from across the world.
Is that right?
Have a think tank session. You can actually
So this
pick
is
their
actually
brain.
preparation for. This is actually preparation for the world.
Exactly, to embrace science, future of science.
Right, future of science.
Exactly.
Right. Great. Well, what we're going to do, Mr. Ramasand, what we're going to do is actually get some videos in and show the progress that actually we have made in the science world. I think it's 4 or 5 of them, how the astronauts. So what we're going to do, we're going to be right back in a few minutes, and we're going to work on these videos that's coming up. You'd be surprised about space travel. See you in a minute.
We've lived on the Earth for a long time, and we've gotten pretty good at it. In fact, we've gotten so good at it that we've started thinking about living somewhere else. Somewhere like another planet, or even somewhere as close as our moon. Now, one of the reasons we're so good at living on the Earth is that it has pretty much everything we need. Somewhere like the moon doesn't. So if we want to live on the moon, we're going to need to take a few things with us. And what are the 3 basic things we need in order to live? That's right, food, water, and air. Let's start with air. The moon has none. Humans need a combination of gases in order to breathe like we do here on Earth. So what happens when we start running out? We can bring more, but that gets expensive. So we need to find a way to make some more on our own. How about adding some plants? Plants take our carbon dioxide and convert it into oxygen. And as a convenient byproduct, we can eat them too. That helps solve our food problem. But we're forgetting one thing. Both humans and plants need water. We'll bring some to start, and we've come up with some clever ways of recycling it. That can keep us going while we search for water or ice. So we have our food, our water, and air. What else do we need to deal with? That's right, the sun. The sun helps plants grow, and we can use solar panels to give us power. But too much sun can be dangerous. On the Earth, we're protected by our atmosphere, so we get just enough sunlight. But on the moon, there is no atmosphere, so we need to protect ourselves from all that radiation. So now we're living happily on the moon. But what happens when we want to do something like order a pizza? Well, on Earth, we just pick up the phone. We can do the same thing on the moon, but it's not that simple. We need satellites to make that call. But seriously, folks, our scientists on the moon will be doing more than just ordering pizza. They'll be sending lots of information back to the Earth, so we can learn more about our new environment. And when it comes to living in space, the more we know, the farther we can go.
Something new is happening on the moon. The year is 2050. Humans are scratching out a living, despite the merciless conditions. Sun hotter than the Sahara. Shade colder than Antarctica. And a life-sucking vacuum that kills in minutes. But in the rugged wilderness of the lunar South Pole, on the rim of a crater twice as deep as the Grand Canyon, bustling settlements sprout out of moon dust. Corporations and nations compete against one another, exploiting the moon's resources for profit, science, and military advantage. This is no sci-fi movie, because people are already making it real. Around the globe, Earthlings are now preparing themselves for life on the moon.
Please make sure all shuttle harnesses are securely fastened. In a few moments, we'll be landing at Shackleton Lunar Spaceport.
Welcome to the future.
Copy.
The moon has been transformed from an alien world into an extension of Earth. The first human outpost on another world. And our first decisive step toward becoming a spacefaring species. But whose moon is it?
The vehicle has been shut down.
India, China, Japan, Russia, Europe, and the United States all want in on the action.
Falcon 9 is the most powerful single-core vehicle in the American fleet.
Not to mention entrepreneurs.